everybody, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, Touch of Magic. Happy to see you again today. It is day 4 of the 13 days of Craftoween with Spellbinders and our cute little adorable box and the goodies inside of it. So let's see where we are today. As usual, I've done a little bit of prep. I've got the envelope from the Essential Envelopes package that will be linked in the description, and you can see it on previous videos. I've got the bling that came with the kit, and I've got the cute little stamp set. And here we have day 3, day 2, and day 1. Those are in here. And let's open day 4 and see what we have. I have not seen this yet. This is new to me. I would love it for it to be the books and candles because that's adorable, but maybe that's in there later. Oh, how cute is that? Okay, so we have a little ghost and a slice of pizza and some boo, and I want a piece of you. All right. Okay, well, you know what happens next. Let's do some die cutting, and we'll come back and see what kind of ideas have percolated in my brain. Not going to film the die cutting this time. You guys know how that works. Just going to cut some stuff. I'll cut all the pieces, see what I have, and we'll go from there. So we'll be back in 2. Let's try that again. Alrighty. Took me probably a little bit more than 2 minutes, but we're back, and I've prepped some stuff. So stamp set and sequins and envelope front cover. I have die cut the pieces that I think I'm going to use. Ghost out of white, the backing out of gray. And if you don't have the right color cardstock, make your own. So I took the little kitty here and I just ink blended black over it. His eyes are green. The ghost eyes I've done in aqua, and the pumpkin I've done in a couple of tones of orange, and then the pizza slice, because how can you not want to put the pizza slice on? I don't know if I'm going to use the boo part yet, the banner, but this is where I'm starting. So I want to try a technique that I saw Kathy Zilski do, which she saw somebody else do, and I don't know who that first person was. I'm doing a version of it. So I've just got a beauty blender that I use in the craft studio here, and I'm going to pick up some ink with the beauty blender, and now I have wrapped it in press and seal. Plastic bag works, but I just want to try kind of a smushing technique, if you will. Tap off in the lid because that's kind of what I like to do. Just a little bit of color in the background. The fun thing about projects of this size are that you can really just kind of go to town with techniques because it's minuscule. I can say words. It's a minuscule size, so you don't have to worry about, committing to a big project. I'm just wiping it off with a baby wipe here. You don't have to commit to a really big project. You can just, and I'm trying to do it so I can grab the foam so it doesn't slip. And I've got the bottoms wrapped. So a miniature size project, I digress. A miniature size project, you can just try any technique. And as I said in the previous video, yes, Spellbinders did send me this as part of their affiliate team. I get to receive new product. It's wonderful. But the techniques I show, I'm hoping that you can just take that and enlarge it or shrink it or make tags or ATCs or whatever works. So let's try this one. So 2 colors, sorry. Carved pumpkin and Villainous potion. And it seemed like I had to pick those colors just on names alone. So we're just gonna have fun. Just if you now I've seen this done where they punch up like paper towel or something soft and squishy and wrap it in a clear bag or something like that. And I just had this handy, so I thought, why not? Now, granted, you're getting a more definitive shape with this because the bottom is round, but you can play with that. And again, it's just a background. I just wanted a little messy kind of fun texture. Fun texture to play with. I think I'm just going to layer a little more purple. And the nice thing with the Distress Oxides, they're purple, orange. The nice thing about the Oxides is that you can layer the colors and they do sit on top of one another. Sure, we're gonna go with that one. Okay, a couple of fun things. Put those out of the way. Wipe that off. I just have a salt cellar that I keep either my chamois, or in this case I have a baby wipe in there. Okay, so I'm just going to set this off here and let it dry. And now all I'm going to do is layer. Gonna layer. I'm hoping my sound is better on this one. I noticed that my last couple of videos I've been having some sound challenges with things just fading out completely, and I'm not quite certain what's going on with it. So please bear with me while I sort out the tech aspects of that. I love these things. They really design them well, that everything fits together and makes it super easy to kind of placement wise to get an idea of what you're doing. What I'm going to use here is called micro pour tape. I picked this up from a Jennifer McGuire video, probably 5 years ago, and I've been on the same one ever since because you don't need a lot of it. I'm going to put it in behind the eyes on the ghost and the cat. It's very, very thin. Also handy when you stab yourself with dyes, you know, the little pokey bits. Ask me how I know. So I'm going to layer it in behind the eyes here. Oops. Okay, so a little micro pour tape behind the eyes there. And I need a wee tiny sliver for the cat here. I am eyeballing. And you don't have to fill in the eyes. This is just something I thought I wanted to try and see how it goes. And the kitty. All right, now I'm going to use my just my little pickup tool here, and I'm going to place those in the center. And do ghosts have blue eyes? I don't know. Haven't seen one up close and in person, so you know, we're gonna pretend. And the kitty, I'm gonna give him green eyes because my black cat has green eyes. Hey, Mr. Mist. He is 12 years old and sassy as the day is long. The pickup tool is really handy. You can just wiggle everything in. There we go. So those two are done. Okay, and let's move on to the pumpkin. Reverse tweezers are my best friend, and this fine tip glue bottle is great. Now, the pizza, I will admit, took me a few minutes to figure out as I was die cutting things. So there's 3 pieces. I'm going to show it to you this way. So the first piece is attached to the pumpkin base. So that's your base of your pizza. So that's your crust. This one here, pizza base. This one here is your mid layer, which as it turns out is your pepperoni. And then this layer here, the funny one, is your cheese layer. So that allows you to put the 3 things together. And as you can see on the card here, it looks like there's pepperoni. So let's layer that one up. Now the pepperoni layer goes on and leaves a bit of an edge at the bottom of the crust. I'm going to try and do this without messing up here. Might have to pick that up and fix it. Little pieces are hard to do from a distance. So doing this, it gives just a little bit, that's why I use liquid glue, a little bit of wiggle time here, so you've got a little edge of the crust. And then the cheese part goes on top. And that one kind of goes flush with most of the pepperoni layer, so that you've only got the peekaboo parts for the pepperoni. Look how cute that is. I admit it, these things just delight me. They really do. Okay, let's talk placement. So a little ghosty, a little pumpkin, a little kitty, and some pizza in the hand. So we've got some pizza, And maybe just the kitty? What do we think? And then the sentiment there. Oh, maybe the pumpkin too. Pumpkin go down here. Ghosts float. Yes, okay, sentiment. So it's the I want a pizza you. That's gonna fit in there nicely. So I'm going to get the stamp platform and then reposition back in a sec. Leaving everything positioned on here just to be able to place the sentiment correctly. Okay, trying not to get my head in there. Alrighty, I want a pizza you. There we go. So that's where that's going to go. And it really doesn't have to be 100% straight. The font is done in such a way that a little bit chaotic is good. Kind of goes with the scene, I think. So let's pick that up. I think I am going to stamp that in black because with having the black cat and with the other ink underneath the Oxide, I want to make sure that it's going to make a good impression. So I'm going to use the Simon Says stamp VersaFine Clair. The Nocturne, this is a great black ink. It stamps really crisp and clear, and usually first time is all it needs. So a little press, give it a second to transfer, and let's see what we have. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna leave everything right in here to place. So we're just gonna start gluing things because I don't wanna jiggle it and lose my thought process there. So some pizza in the hand. Kitty stretched out on the ground. My black cat, his name is Mystic, Mist for short, and he loves pizza. It's a very strange thing that when we have pizza, not only do the dogs sit and wait patiently for what we call pizza bones, but so does the cat. Our other kitty, she's like, no, I'm too pretty for pizza. I will have treats, thank you. Actually, I'll put up a little picture in the corner. You can see our babies. We have 2 rescues, a dog and a cat. So the big white dog, Charlie, she's a rescue. And then our little calico, Cleo. She is also. Okay, and there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm going to attach this to the front of the, oh, you stinker. It didn't stick. Okay, a little more glue. I did not give that enough time. Try that one more time with feeling. Thank goodness the glue dries clear, right? Okay, I'm going to attach that to the front of the envelope, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, this time I'm going to actually do this here. I'm going to do this flat. Every other time I've done it with the envelope closed, and I find that's a little more challenging than maybe I would like to get it lined up decently. Next time I'll try and actually cut it on screen so you can see how I do the front cover to fit. I mean, it's not rocket science. We can all figure it out. You know, I think it needs a little bling. Alrighty, I have a few in a tray, and I think I'm going to close the envelope first and then add them. So again, just some liquid glue on the folded parts. And when I create the envelope, I actually make sure that I reinforce the score marks. There we go. Now a little bit of bling bling, because who doesn't want a little bling? And sometimes I put the glue down and then add things, and sometimes I lay everything out and play with it for 30 minutes and then and then go from there. Because, you know, it doesn't always go the same way twice. A little bit of all the colors. And there we go. They're very staticky today and sticking to my hands. So there is our little ghosty for day 4. Again, pockets are super cute. You can add a gift card. You can tuck in some candy. You can They're very versatile. It is the essential envelope die. Everything will be linked, of course, in the description. Some of my links are affiliate links, which means that if you shop through my links, I do earn a small commission at no cost to you. It just helps support my channel and keep things going. I'm so happy to have you here for day 4. I will see you again, I hope, tomorrow for day 5. If you haven't already, please give a thumbs up. That really helps a lot, and it knows that I know people are watching, and that's wonderful. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And you can also ring the notification bell so that you know the next time I post a video, which I'm trying for 13 days in a row with this. So cross your fingers for me that I manage it. See you tomorrow. Happy crafting.